Hey y'all, how are y'all doing today? Peace on earth and love and light to you. I am Gabrielle Ether. Welcome to my channel. Okay, hold on. Okay, little girl. Little girl. What's your name?
My name is Israel.
What's your name? Say it louder. What's your name?
Israel.
Israel. Tell them hey.
Hey.
Okay.
The car.
Yeah, there's cars over there. I'm not going to show the cars. But y'all, this is where I stay. Not in those apartments over there. But we're in the front today. You know, it looks nice. It's peaceful and quiet. Yeah, we do. It's peaceful and it's quiet and it's nice and very boring. For a person like me, I never would have thought that I would stay somewhere and consider it boring, because I feel like I'm like a boring type person. But y'all, it's so boring out here. Subconsciously, this is a topic of its own, and I'll talk about it another day. Subconsciously, sometimes the things that you move away from, you move right back to it. Because this is what I thought I was moving away from, and I moved right back to it subconsciously. You know, it's kind of like people, and you know, who's been in bad relationships, and they go through bad relationships over and over and over again. But through that process, you learn who you are. And through this process, I've really learned who I am and what I wanted. And now I know, moving forward, and when I get my other place, what I want. So, like I said, there was a topic on its own. So receive that for those of you guys who find yourself in habitual patterns and you want to know why. You know, then it has to be something that you have to figure out by yourself. Like, why I do that? Why I go right back to the same thing that, you know, hurt me before, you know? But anyways, so, because I found out about myself, and I'm so off subject. We're 3 minutes in, y'all. So I guess I'll timestamp this. But I feel like this is going to help somebody, though. Like, I found out about myself. I'm so introverted. Very much introverted. But the extrovert part of me, the little extrovert part in me, likes to be around action. You know, I would love to live by neighbors. Like, this is kind of where I came from. There are some neighbors, but not really. I like to be around action. I like to observe action. Like, I don't like it to be so quiet, even though I don't want to be in the midst of that action. Y'all see what I'm saying? You know, like, I just like to see stuff. I like the energy to be kind of upbeat, you know, around me. So that's why I used to tell people, like, we have fun in the hood when we were in the hood. Like, y'all know people, they say you can't take them out the hood and stuff like that. I never understood that mindset. Now I do, because I had it. But with that being said, come out of the hood. Okay, y'all, this is like a Christmas story. So that little part, I hope that could have helped somebody, you know, in their habitual patterns and stuff like that. I guess I'm going to call this a Christmas story. That's all I keep feeling like. That's all I keep thinking, a Christmas story. Because it's Christmassy. So if y'all have not listened to my story when I went to hell, go watch that. Because I think I said in that one, I don't know. But I know someone asked me. She playing. Someone asked me, like, oh, it's my son was like, have you ever been to heaven? I was like, no, I've never been to heaven. And lo and behold, the other day, it hit me. I had been to heaven, y'all. Okay, so when you're watching these stories of people who feel like they have these out-of-body experiences and they went to heaven, they went to hell, but everybody's story is different. The thing is, y'all, and like I said I think I said it on my hell video, I never want to say, oh, this is what hell is. You know, I definitely feel like Yahweh has to talk to all of us based on our own perception of how we perceive things. Like, he have to. Like, anybody you talk to, you have to talk to them on a certain level and how they're going to understand things. So, no, I can't just say exactly that's how hell is, but the things that I witnessed in hell, I know that he was saying that this is certain stuff, this is a message you need to take to the people, because this is certain stuff that is witnessed there, do go on there, you know. Not 100% sure like that's how it looked or exactly that's how it is, but hey, that was my message. So when it came to heaven, I totally forgot, y'all, that I had an open vision one day. And no, was it open or was it closed? I be forgetting. But anyways, I know this was a vision that I had, and I should have went to the back. Ain't nothing for y'all to look at for real up here. But I had a vision, and I was no, I actually think it was closed. I think I was asleep. And I was taken to this place and to this other dimension, and I knew it was heaven. I knew it was heaven. Now, my friend's now deceased husband was there. So when she told me that he passed, I had already knew he was going to pass, but it's no surprise to her. We've talked about this before, and she did too, you know. So I knew he was going to pass just because I had that vision. But this was like months before he actually did pass, you know. It was a lot. But so at that time, I didn't tell her, you know, because I don't want her to be sad and everything. But I saw him there in this heaven, you know. And I knew it was heaven, but guess what it looked like? It looked like Christmas, y'all. So this was so like before Christmas, like summertime or something like that. Like it was nowhere near Christmas. And I didn't even think about it until I woke up. But I was surprised that there were these little elves, and there was like the decorations look Christmassy. If you want to decorate your house for Christmas, how are you going to decorate it? You know, what would it look like? If you decorated a Christmas tree, what would it look like? Christmassy. However you feel like what most of us perceive Christmas to look like, right? So, yeah, y'all, I'm not gonna show anything else. Like do some work around the house or something like that. Like get your earphones and just do some work around the house, because I'm not gonna show myself or nothing like that. You basically gonna see these little scrubs right here. So and so what was I saying? It looked Christmassy. There were even these little elves, and like the colors were like red, green, and like sparkly stuff. And it was like a lot of white everywhere. Even when I went up to like the gates, and it's like I went up to the gates, what they would say is gates of heaven. Like, you know, have you guys ever heard that before? I went up to the gates, and there were like elves in control before they just let people in. And the elves were how you perceive elves to be, but very, very, very even more happy-go-lucky than you would think, you know, type of personality. And it's like, it wasn't that I wasn't allowed to go in, but it was more like I wasn't supposed to go in. So I never technically went past these gates, but I could see, you know, past the gates and stuff. And it's like, they were really nice, and they didn't say anything to me. Like, I can hear their thoughts. You know, when a lot of times when you're talking, me and my homegirl talks about this before. When you're talking to people in the astrals, it's like, it's telepathically. So it's like, that's how they were speaking to me, because their mouths didn't really move. And they were like beautiful little elves, you know. And so it was like, they was just, through their thoughts, they was just basically telling me, like, yeah, like, welcome to heaven. Like, it is what it is. This is where you at. And, but, no, you can't go past these gates. You know, like, yeah, they wouldn't let me in, but it's like I said, it wasn't that I couldn't go. I guess because if you go through there, you got to be deceased, you know. So they weren't mean or nothing about it. Like, I very much knew, like, put it like this, I pretty much knew that, like, I shouldn't go in there because I wasn't dead, I wasn't deceased, but I was there just to witness it. So when I woke up, that was that, right? And when I woke up, now I'm wondering, y'all, my phone cut off. So now I'm wondering, what did I say? What didn't I say? Because I know I was talking about I was there just to witness it, and pretty much it just looked like did I say that part already? I should have went back and looked at it. I was talking about on the Santa Claus, when, you know, like the first one. I'm just saying the first one because that would be when we all would have been amazed, you know. And I think when we all saw that, we all, you know, saw Santa's workshop, like, wow, beautiful. It was that experience for me, except it was more outdoorsy and not, I hope I'm not repeating myself because I don't know what I already said. It's more outdoorsy and not, you know, like indoors. But anyways, so when I woke up, like, I wasn't thinking that at the time in my dream, but or whatever I was, because it didn't feel like a dream. It felt like real life. I had no idea I was dreaming. So like what they call those, lucid dreams. But anyways, when I woke up, I was like, why was heaven Christmas? Like, why did it look like Christmas? And I was going through this time where I've always been a holiday type person, because in my head I feel like I love the fact that there are days set aside to do different things or wonderful things that people don't do every day. Because to me, the people who say we should do this stuff every day, you're absolutely right, but we're humans, and when do humans do this stuff? Like, never. I would love to get to a point, like, I know my twin sister's like that. Like, sometimes when she's out and she has something for herself, she automatically will get something for me, you know, if she think I like it. Now, I'm not even there financially, but I definitely have done stuff like that before, and I will. But really, ain't nobody just buying gifts for nobody randomly. And like a day set aside where you can just give a gift, like, I don't know, but about nobody else, but in my head, I really don't see why people don't see that that's lovely, because it's a gift, it's a present. Like, and what is a gift? What is a present? It's something that's, you know, that someone is just saying, like, here is a token of appreciation, a token of me saying thank you, you know. And I know as Tauruses, we're known as gift givers, and they say Tauruses like to give gifts, you know, to show that they like people, and then they also like to receive gifts too. So but I mean, so I guess coming from a Taurus, maybe I can help you guys to understand, like, to me, when people give to my channel and they just say this is just a token of appreciation, I don't care if it's $1, $2, like, you're giving from out your heart. And it's just like, this is an example of me saying thank you, you know, because sometimes an example, you know, is how you that's how you showing, so that's how you choose to show someone, okay? And everybody don't think about it like that, and that's all well and good, because we're different, you know. But yeah, that's my Christmas story, and this is what I was getting from this. But during that time, you guys, I was like, you know, like, Yahweh, like, why did you choose? Because you guys know I say Yahweh instead of God, but Yahweh, why did you choose to present heaven to me as Christmas? And it was because of the energy. And then people say, I hate this time of year. And I tell people all the time, change your perception. You know, it's all about perception. Because, like, you have the song that says it's the most wonderful time of the year. How is someone feeling that energy? I feel it every time. It's something about this season. That's why I did the video about miracles that's happened this season. it's just like the season of fall, the season of November-ish, December-ish, the end of the year season, that have this giving energy. And I think people don't look at it like that, because if you ain't no giver, then hey, no, you don't have to participate. You know, if you understand giving in another type of way, that's all well and good. You don't have to participate. But this season is so magical to me. Like, it's always felt like that to me. I've always felt like that during this winter solstice season, during the Yule, Christmas, whatever you want to call it. It's so magical, and it's like, I feel like a lot of us are tapped in. I don't feel like it's just me. I think a lot of us are tapped into the energy of Christmas, Christmas in this holiday season, because it's all in the air, it's everywhere, and I could just feel it through this whole time. And I think that's why Yahweh chose to bring that to me, because it was like something to tell me, like, yeah, there is this place where you can go where it's just pure magic and pure love. What better energy you can have than a giving energy? And some of us, you guys, if you're lacking in any kind of way, try to come up on your giving level, because a lot of people say, well, I give. Well, come up another level. Come up another level, you know, and it don't have to be financially. You know, some people, that's the only way they know how to give. They say, well, I give, and it's only financially. Well, then that means you have to come up another level in your giving. That means you have to find another way to give, you know, because that financial, you giving financially, it's not going to always come back to you like that. Because I receive financially, and I don't give out that much financially because I can't afford it, and I still receive back financially because I'm still giving, putting that giving energy out there. So the gift of giving is a powerful one, and it's a magical one, and it's just like the frequency that giving carries to me and for me is, it's just magical. Basically, it's just magical, and that's pretty much it, y'all. I think that's why, you know, Yahweh chose to show heaven to me like this, because I think we have to kind of get back into that energy of just being like pure givers, you know, like not when you give, you know, something to someone and you're loaning it to them. If you can't afford it, don't give it to them. You know, if you're gonna be mad because they didn't pay you back, don't give it to them. You know, like, a lot of people have forgotten the true essence of giving and helping people. If you can't afford to help nobody, do not help them, because it's probably not even gonna come back to you. Because a lot of times we give and wonder why, you know, well, I give so much, why don't it come back? You have to look at how you're giving, and if you're giving in the right energy, you know. So, and I think that's why, because the giving energy is just so special, and I think that's why Yahweh chose to show. And if you guys are getting any different messages, and leaving a comment below why you think it had to be shown to me that way, because at that time I was going through this phase of not even really being big on Christmas, period, you know, just because I was going through that phase. So if you guys are getting additional messages, please let me know. And that's the message that I want to convey to you guys today. And this is my little Christmas story about giving, and I just thought that was just so neat, and I forgot all about it, y'all, that when I went to heaven, it looked like Christmas. During a time where I was like, not even, you know, I didn't have Christmas on my mind, but if somebody would have asked me, I probably would have been like, I don't know about that. But that's all, you guys. You guys get it. You guys get the message, right? So that's all. Okay, we're about to go to the backyard now. Peace on earth and love and light to you. Oh my gosh, I'm starting the channel over. Y'all pray for me. Continue to come and grow with me and subscribe so we can become a part of each other's tribe. Bye, y'all. Israel, you want to tell them bye?
Bye. Bye.